Well, it is true that Finland is not the most powerful country in the world or the biggest country in the world, and still they rank as the world's happiest country. You want to know why? Money can't buy happiness. So, guys, I'm going to concentrate on what Finland is like for families with children, especially families with young children. Before I go right into the topic, don't forget to hit the subscription button so that you will get alert whenever I post these interesting contents. Thank you. So, guys, if you ask me what I feel about Finland being the happiest country in the world, yes, Finland is the happiest country in the world, and it is one of the best countries for families to raise children. So, even though the country where I come from, Nigeria, even though things are not going as they should, but people are still happy despite the fact that some people cannot even afford a 3 square meal, no jobs, no good roads, no electricity. Still, people are happy. So that's different. That's a different perspective. So I'm judging this happiness based on people having everything they need, at least the basic things of life. So, for example, in Finland, Finland is very safe. Like, you don't have to, worry about moving alone even in the night. When I was a student in Finland, I was doing a job that starts 4 a.m. and I go from my house, I trek for about 20 minutes to the place where I work, even in the dark days of winter, and I never experienced anything. Even during the weekends when people are clubbing and people are drunk, there is nothing, nothing bad ever happened to me. So Finland is very safe. Also, children of certain age, I think from 7 years old, your child can go to school by himself. So I think that doesn't happen in most countries. So you really feel comfortable sending your child to school and they go and come back and nothing happens. So that's why, at least your safety is secured when you're in Finland. For example, in Nigeria, people will be familiar with the words of like, okay, bye, safe journey, have a safe trip. Those things are not common in Finland because it's like it's like anyway you will have a safe trip, because even the rates of accidents are low. They happen more during the winter days when the roads are slippery, and visibility is poor. Those are the times that we have accidents more, and also maybe drunk driving and so on, but it's much more less than in most countries. So people in Finland, at least they feel safe. It's a place to come and relax. And you don't have to worry about anything. A place of relaxation. Nothing is bothering you. So the second one I want to talk about is food. So in Finland, nobody is hungry. Like if you're sure to have your meal, you sure it feeding is not a problem. Whether you have a job or you don't have a job, feeding is not a problem. Where to live is not a problem. Nobody is homeless in Finland. Even if you run out of cash, you're not able to pay your rent. For example, your landlord sends you out of the house. Still, the social service system will take care of you and give you an apartment where you can put up with. Nobody is homeless in Finland and nobody is hungry in Finland. So that's one thing, like you are sure there are lots of benefits. If you don't have money, you can go to the social services. They can look into your matters, and if they really see that you need help, they will definitely give you the help. Sometimes when the help is urgent, because usually they have to make a decision, so sometimes when the help is urgent, they make the decision same day. And if they cannot make the decision the same day, they would at least give you a food card to go to the shop and buy food, at least eat for that day and tomorrow while they make the decision. And if it's medicine that you really need, and you don't have money to buy it, they would give you money. Like there are those, instant help that you can also get, in Finland. So that's about that. And there are also a lot of places where, food, they share food. Like people go to line up to get food. You get really good food there. It's not about who is poor or who is rich. All classes of people go there to get food. If you have a large family, you have kids, so you get a lot of fruits from there, like bananas, lots of fruits in parks, and it saves a lot of money. You get bread, you get a lot of things from there. And when you come to the house, I remember when, I had time, I used to take a lot of smoothies and those things. I usually go there to get those fruits because you really get them in bulk. And I can make smoothies and fruities for the family. So that's it in Finland. Nobody is hungry. You're sure that you have your food, your children have their food. If they don't have food to eat, you go to the social services. We call them, social, to say that you don't have money to feed the children, and they will definitely assist you. So, as a family living in Finland, you're secured, you have your safety, you have your food. Now, let's talk about health. Now, in Finland, you're not scared of going to the hospital, because the hospital does not cost like so much. And sometimes, if you are not working, you pay very little. And I think at some time they'll return the money back to you. So if you're sick or your child is sick, just feel free to take the baby to the hospital or go to the hospital yourself. Each hospital visit costs, I don't remember, maybe 27 euros on weekdays, and it costs about 30 something euros on weekends. So that's like when you see a doctor. And, sometimes it doesn't really matter what it is that was done. You basically pay same thing as long as you didn't sleep over in the hospital. So, for example, women going to give birth, the price, it costs about 160 euros if I remember correctly, and you don't even pay it instantly. You just go give birth peacefully, and that 160 euros is really worth it. It includes all the food you eat, the childbirth itself. You spend, most times, women could spend about 3 days in the hospital too. So those 3 days, everything you eat, you know, taking care of the child, that's all. I think it's really worth it. So healthcare in Finland, you don't have to worry if you're sick. Feel free to go to healthcare, whichever class you are. And there is nothing like, this is hospital for the rich and this is hospital for the poor. Everybody uses the same facility, whether you're rich or you're poor. So you're sure to get the help that you need, no matter how much you have. In Finland, there is really not much of a class difference. People, um, for example, when daycare or schools are usually government owned, very few private schools we have, and people usually, most of the children go to government owned schools, and they are of really high quality. So it doesn't matter if you're the president of Finland and you live in the same area where I live, and you want your child to go to the public school, your child will attend the same school that, as a president, that my child will attend, because we live in the same area. And usually they give you these schools to make it a trackable distance, kind of, for your, like, a short distance for your children to travel to school. So that's it in Finland. So when it comes to things like racism that people don't usually like to talk about, well, I have been living in Finland for quite many years, and I won't really say that I have experienced any form of racism in Finland. It's true that when you don't speak the language, so sometimes, when they react, you will think it's racism, but you will get to realize later in the future when you are able to speak the language that you basically have the same right as a native Finn. Like when you can speak the language, you're free. There's lots of freedom in Finland. There is nothing like treating you like a foreigner differently and treating a Finn differently as a native. I think that people are treated equal. So these, in my own opinion, are the reasons why Finland has been ranked as the happiest country in the world. And these are the reasons why people in Finland are they feel relaxed and they are happy with the government, they trust the government, they are patriotic, and the government is always working for the good of the people. So, guys, that's where I'm going to stop for today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you will always get alert when I post new videos. Thank you and see you in my next video. Bye.